Hello. Today I would like to say a little about the Asian University Rankings for 2014. As I note in my video on the history of university rankings, international comparisons between universities and colleges have become enormously popular and influential over the past decade. Although each of the most widely cited ranking systems uses a different set of criteria and metrics with which to define and measure university excellence, and so often produces very divergent results, there is actually considerable agreement with regard to the top Asian universities. Thus, taking only the popular Quacquarelli-Symonds QS and the Times Higher Education THE rankings, we can see that there is substantial overlap between the two in identifying the top 10 Asian universities. For the QS system, these are in rank order: the National University of Singapore, the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, the University of Hong Kong, Seoul National University, the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, the Chinese University of Hong Kong, the Nanyang Technological University in Singapore, Peking University, the Pohang University of Science and Technology in South Korea, and the University of Tokyo. And for the THE system, they're much the same, but with the addition of Tsinghua and Kyoto universities and the exclusion of the Chinese University of Hong Kong and Nanyang Technological University. By the way, for those of you who would like a copy of these two lists, I have given them in my blog site, and will give the link in the space below the video. Out of the two top 10 lists, then, 8 universities are in both lists, and those only in one of the top 10 lists score very highly in the other. This gives us a total of 12 Asian universities that are included in one or both of the ranking systems in the top 10. These comprise 3 universities in Hong Kong: the University of Hong Kong, the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, and the Chinese University of Hong Kong. 3 universities in South Korea: Seoul National University, the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, and the Pohang University of Science and Technology. And 2 each in Singapore, Japan, and China: the National University of Singapore, Nanyang Technological University, the University of Tokyo, Kyoto University, Peking University, and Tsinghua University. You will notice that these 12 universities are located in only 5 countries or territories: Hong Kong, South Korea, Singapore, Japan, and China, and that apart from Singapore, all these universities are in East Asia. Correspondingly, there are no universities from South Asia in either of the top 10s, and from Southeast Asia only Singapore. Also note that despite their tiny size and small population base, Hong Kong and Singapore have some of the best ranked universities in Asia, completely surpassing the large and populous nations of South and Southeast Asia, and at least equaling the population giants of Japan and China in East Asia. Clearly, having a large population base in itself does not lead to academic excellence as measured by these 2 rating agencies. Note that the same group of countries dominate the lists of the top 20 Asian universities in the 2 ranking systems. Thus, in the QS system, out of the top 20, there are 6 each in South Korea and Japan, 4 in Hong Kong, and 2 each in Singapore and China. Whilst in the THE system, if we exclude the Middle East, which THE includes in Asia but QS excludes, the top 20 include 5 universities each in Japan and South Korea, 4 in Hong Kong, 3 in China, 2 in Singapore, and 1 in Taiwan. Only if we take the Asian top 50 in the 2 lists do we get a wider range of countries, with Thailand, Malaysia, and India being added to the list. Most Asian countries are still excluded, however. In world terms, according to the QS rankings, only 16 of the top 100 world universities are in Asia, the majority being in North America and Europe. The THE figure is even lower, a mere 11 out of the top 100. Interesting though these figures are, it is useful to remember that they are not absolute measurements of quality. Different ranking systems give different results, reflecting the different variables and metrics they employ. Thus, in our region, the University of Tokyo was ranked first in Asia by the THE, but only 10th by QS. Thank you for listening. I will include a link for the text of this video in the comments below.